So, if I want to do that,
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
found it in Reykjavik.
Oh, the Arl study?
Yep.
Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity.
Oh.
I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Her friend.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
The hell? You don't gotta thank me for that, bro. Oh my god, now that I know how to give gifts, I'm giving Froggy some stuff. He earned it. Yeah! There it is. The suits are pretty cool.
May God bless you, Grey Warden. You saved us all. You have.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Damn it, everything fucking locked.
I'll get on it.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Van Tegan to take his place.
You return. Might you have news? Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress, as well as the Darkspawns, hinders many of them. Then I must resume my duties. The civil war continues, and Loghain is no doubt angered Redcliffe has not been disabled. Good luck, my friend. I hope this continues to go well for all our sakes.
I'll make you headless, Emily. That was a threat. I said what I said. Okay, I got a couple of fucking things to do. Break his leg? Now you're threatening to eat my leg. Bro, you guys are psychos! Oh, right, I need to go see if she made it back. I hate you guys. Whoa, why did it look like it got further up? Hold up.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Please tell me your daughter made it back. She made it back!
My Valena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
Thank you.
Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
I appreciate that. Shit, we probably do. There's probably a lot of fucking companions I could get.
Thank you, kind sir. I'd never have been able to return to my father if it wasn't for you.
Medium armor. Ooh, I'll put that on Alistair. This probably is. It is better, right? Yeah, it's better. Ooh. Don't look half bad. Okay. What the hell are you guys doing over here?
I thought for sure that everyone would be dead by now. I wish I'd stayed and fought now. I had no idea.
Yeah, you feeling real stupid, huh? There's a fire here. Hello? There's a fire! You know what? If your town burns down, it's your own fault. I
Take this. You've earned it.
you.
Now's better than later.
Keep the silence. This collective is only successful at the pleasure of the Templars. The continued devotion to our safety requires certain concessions on our part. In the interest of renewing our relationship with these fine and generous agents of the Maker, we ask that a willing man or woman of character grace our good friends with the gift of lyrium. Procure 10 lyrium potions and offer them up to Knight Commander Harith and Redcliffe. In times such as these, one must suspect even his neighbor of the darkest dealings, lest they cast a shadow upon those who labor under the light. I, Jubatso, have heard tell of a cabal of Malthacarium performing rituals in the dark near my sanctum, and I certainly wish to see them brought to justice for their dark deeds. I hesitate, however, to accuse them of foul sorcery without a full understanding of the trappings, ritual, and appearance the dark magic requires. The writings of the hated Malthacarium Bannister should be suitable. Should a courier be available to procure me copies of the Scrolls of Bannister, I would be appropriately grateful. Do I have 10 lyrium potions? I do. Also, is this the dwarf companion you're talking about over here? Hold on. He seemed like he could be a companion, but I wasn't sure. This guy right here.
Go celebrate or whatever you have to do. Yeah, nice to see you too. Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something.
I don't know. I don't know. But I have... Oh, that is him? Okay, see, that's what I thought. I can't get him right now, though, apparently. He's tired after all the shit he had to do. I don't blame him. Man wants a nap. Why are you hiding behind the wall like that, you freak?
Move along, friend. Oh, wonderful. I always appreciate correspondence from my upstanding friends in the collective. On behalf of myself and my men, I thank you. I'll make sure the collective's generosity is reciprocated. On your way now.
The dwarf here. Wine. Oh shit, what happened? Where are we now? Who the fuck? This is a trap.
We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us.
This is a trap.
Follow me. I'll take you to
Oh
them.
yeah, this is definitely a trap.
I'll get on it.
Nah, this is a fucking ambush. Yeah, she's smirking. It's a fucking ambush. Oh, it's you. Bring it on. Go ahead. Bring it on! You indeed did bring it on, and now I'm stunned and how long am I paralyzed? Damn it! Hey. There's a lot of shit going on. No, Emily, it's time for me to die. That's what's happening. Oh my god! This is absurd.
You cannot win.
It's okay, me and Froggy got it. Me and Froggy will be just fine. Oh my god, wait, Frog died. Wait, Froggy died.
Run while you can. Very well.
Froggy died. Froggy died. What am I?
So be it. I see.
No, it's fine. I still got it. It's fine. I still got this. I still got this. Don't worry about it. Look, I still got this. No, I'm not fucked. I still got it. She is powerful. I'm not worried about it. See? Look at this shit. Nothing to be worried about. Oh, that's an AoE. I don't play a mage. I don't know what to tell you, but it's fine. I'm still gonna clutch up. Ready? 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 See this shit? See this shit? See this? You see this? We're popping off. There's nothing to be worried about, guys. Nothing to be. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Wake up! We're gonna have a conversation.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead. Not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
That could easily be rectified, buddy.
Of that I have no doubt. You are most skilled. If you haven't killed me, however, you must have kept me alive for some purpose, yes?
Seem awfully glib for a prisoner.
It is my way, or so I am told. Let's see then. I assume you kept me alive to ask me some questions, yes? If so, let me save you time and get right to the point. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Yes, you have.
An order of assassins, of course, out of Antiva. I suppose you wouldn't hear much of them out here, but where I come from,
Froggy's alive.
we're rather infamous.
Not for being good assassins.
Oh, fine. Is that what you Fereldans do? Mock your prisoners? Such cruelty.
You try to kill me!
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The crows get around, you see. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
When were you going to see him?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then.
If I had failed?
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
No, I don't.
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
And now you failed at that service.
Well, that's between Logain and the crows, and between the crows and myself.
And between you and me? What?
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
Or whatever, how much were you paid? Cough it
I
up.
wasn't paid anything. The crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Then why are you a crow?
Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
Thanks, I'll take that under advisement.
You seem like a bright lad. I'm sure you've other options.
Oh, yeah, I do. Whatever. Why are you telling me?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
You're not loyal to your employer?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
Fine, I'm listening.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
And what's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Won't they come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it? I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing.
Okay,
That's
I mean, I guess
not a
that's
fault,
understandable.
really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
What do you want?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Alright, fine. Fine.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Alistair, you are not the leader of this group. Shut your mouth.
We could apparently use a swift kick in the head too, but you don't see me going around asking for one.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone. I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
I got him, guys. Chill out. God damn.
Oh, blast it.
I didn't flirt with him. What? I ain't gay. I got my wife right here. Oh, right, because I was dead. Why the fuck did you turn that on, you
Got it.
Friends of Red Ginny? What? The task was never promised to be easy. You said you could enter the Circle Tower, and you were believed. Find the small painted box in First Enchanter Irving's office and deliver it to the door marked in Denerim as agreed, or be prepared to find yourself hunted across Ferelden. Wait, I have that box. I have my box. And I switch out my team sometimes, but I really like Morgan and Alistair, and I can't bring myself to not have Frog. I love Frog. A puppy! You are much smaller than Frog. Oh my god.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
And what do you think of her, Dad?
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero. We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
You in trouble with Avernus?
Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower. Certainly.
Yeah, they need to stay the fuck away from that guy.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Isle that much.
We'll stop, the blight will save much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
You're a smartass. Alright, I need to see what gifts. What would Alistair want?
I could get used to this, you know.
Damn! Rocky's approval is at 100. He'll be much more willing to open up when they don't have to worry about death around every corner, and you'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. Track party members' approval rating using an orange bar. Yeah, I figured that out. Okay. Why and there you would probably like shit, I don't know. What would you like? Then I know what you would like.
I am impressed. My thanks. Unexpected. Thank you.
Yana, easy, very easy.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Do you not like it? I drink music. Me ice. Okay. What?
No, that won't work.
Why the fuck would I give him a chance? I knew it.
I shall treasure it. Thank you. How nice.
He deserves chastity. I can put a chastity belt on him to keep him from fucking people. Oh, shit. Oh, that's crazy. Whoopsies. Well.
How nice.
Emily, did you see what I did? I don't know if you're out of ads yet. I feel kind of bad for what I did. Alright, what would you like?
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What do you hope to find within it? Wait, what? I don't even get a kiss?
I suppose something is deserved for all your efforts, is it not?
Kiss. Kiss.
I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
What does that mean? Oh God.
Something on your mind? Of course.
If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
You know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Sex. Have you never had sex?
So that's what we're talking about. Well, if you really want to know, you tell me first.
Many times.
And apparently you have no shame as well. Well, all right, I'll play along. I myself never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
Yeah, but, you know. You lack the proper... That's mean. That's so mean. So you're a virgin in your house?
Oh, that's funny. Your cruel japes will be remembered, sir. If you hear sobbing later, that's me crying myself to sleep.
At least you get some decent rest.
Ha ha ha. Your cruel interrogation will be remembered forever. Or maybe just until lunch. Lunch makes everything better. Oh, look, I have cheese. Something on your mind? Of course.
What changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
I mean...
You know, I asked Duncan this too. And all I got was, you'll see.
You want to tell you?
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
I never felt anything like that.
Really? I saw you eating dinner the other day. Savage.
You're mean. Yes, well...
Ah yes, the classy camaraderie of two men traveling out in the open. I take it you were like this before the joining, then. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Yep.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
What?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live. Give or take.
What the
The
fuck?
taint. It's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
How fucking cheery.
And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. There you have it.
I feel betrayed?
You think if we asked for volunteers that Grey Wardens would exist? Maybe a few. You wouldn't be here. Neither would I, probably. And the blight needs to be stopped. You know, Duncan, he started having nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
He will be remembered.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Alright, what are you barking about over here? What going on? What froggy want? You just want loving? Throws you just want to love? My god.
Here I am.
Oh, Emily. Yeah, now that Emily, I fucked up and did something. I don't know if you saw because of ads. But I accidentally put a chastity belt on Zev. I keep trying to give him the key, but he won't. He won't take it. Now he has a chastity belt. His wee-wee's on lockdown. Now, why would you do that? It was First of all, I was just curious what would happen. I thought it would be a funny gift. I didn't think it would actually force him to put it on. But it did. He got angry and I lost 50 reputation with it.
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
It was an accident. I tried to give him the key right after.
Well, the crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
Well, I did take away that right. He tried to kill me. So you know what? I take away his dick rights.
Now, it need not be thought of so crudely. We all do our share of murdering around here, don't we? An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
Oh, is he poisoned then?
I do. It is not something inherent in an assassin's skills, however, merely something complementary. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
Why do you disapprove? He's angry because he can't stroke his peen. He's angry. How is he gonna pee? I didn't think about that. You're gonna pee in your chastity belt. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I certainly could, but I won't.
I
I swore to the crows
sorry,
that
I
the things they
didn't
taught me
know
were to
that.
remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, I'd rather not push things, you see.
I guess we have to drill into the chastity belt. We have to put a hole in there so he can pee. Very well, respect.
If you are truly insistent, well, let me think about it. The crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows? Here I am.
Could I ask you some questions, buddy?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Why did you want to leave the credits?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
What would you rather do?
Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder.
Jesus.
And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
Fuck the crows. What the hell? This is awful.
Oh, I don't know about that. The crows who are actually good enough to survive come to enjoy some of the benefits. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
That is the point of a chastity belt. He ain't gonna fuck nobody. If he behaves, I will give him 1 night of debauchery. 1 night. He can sling around with whoever the fuck he wants. But that's if he behaves. I have his dick in a vice grip right now. Anyways, so you sound like you've been spoiled.
I certainly hope so. I have earned the crows a great deal of money, and none of it has come easily. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
When the crows eventually find you.
Eventually can be a very, very long time if one plays one's cards right. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
You don't like me.
Here I am.
You don't like me. I can understand why you don't like me, but it was an accident.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
It was a fucking accident.
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
And it has assassins. You don't like Ferelden?
It is fine enough with its dogs and its mud. The people are spirited, even if they can't tell the difference between an assassin and a mere killer. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
I was born in Highever in the north.
Oh, I have never seen that place. I am sure it has its charms, and its dogs. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
Is that some kind of euphemism?
It may as well be, but not this once, no. I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
You smell a cesspool and think of home. You sound like you've been away from home forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in the store window. Finest Antivan leather, perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
I guess I do, man. Your home is still there. I asked you about Antiva, not your leather fetish. Whatever, your home is still there.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a handsome Grey Warden? A man who then spares my life? I could not.
Stop flirting with me! Your chastity belt's not coming off! You need to make the most of where you are.
Quite right you are. I see the Grey Wardens do not recruit fools. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Did I give you anything? What do I give you? Shit, what would you even like? Oh, you like that.
Thank you ever so much.
Damn, you really like that. Okay. When can summon a memory? What? Okay. Stan can recite a traditional Kunari prayer. Morrigan can amuse herself by inflicting indignities on the Alistair doll. Alistair can play with this puppet and its accompanying toy doors. Cat lady's hobble stick. This gnarled staff carries odors of cat urine and prune juice. Ew.
That is nice. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Most kind. Oh, what are you thinking, honestly?
Oh, I'm sorry. Why?
Oh, marvelous. Most kind. Most kind. Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
There's Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
But it is this knowledge that drives you to be cautious.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity. Their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Of course.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
Errol Howe massacred my family and Duggan helped me escape.
Arl Rendon Howe? The Arl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you?
Out of jealousy, I guess.
You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord?
I always took my family and our name for granted.
There is nothing I can say to ease your pain. I am sorry. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden?
I'd give it up if it meant I could see my family.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Oh, she gives off like mother vibes.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
It means I've been chosen to do something important.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men. And you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
Oh my god, Emily, I just saw the... Oh my goodness! They're so cute! Oh my... Look at those stubby little legs! Suddenly Harry Potter confines you.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome. You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
Yes, quite.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
I trust her.
I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I'm a human being with emotions, not just a Grey Warden.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
I don't want to have to make that choice.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
Morgan and I can handle whatever comes our way.
If you insist, I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
Oh, I have a gift that you'll like. There's it.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden? So I do have more options now.
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mom?
Mother died when I was very young.
Aww.
Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Aww. What was Cecily like?
She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecily was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child. It was scandalous, and Cecily had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
I have one that I can give you.
Flowers? Thank you. They're Very pretty.
These are your mother's flowers, aren't they?
These were her favorite. I haven't seen these in such a long time. They smell just like Mother used to. Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses.
Sounds like New
and
Orleans.
always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the grand cathedral. It was magnificent.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
That's been a big change then. God they.
I left behind much, leaving Orlais. But there is more to life than dresses and furs. It is sad that many have lost sight of this. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
Oh, I love shoes. What's so special about the shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Oh, then that'd be hard to walk in.
I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room? Perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
They're comfortable.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Oh my god, I can give... Now I know who to give those damn shoes to.
That's
Oops.
lovely, I suppose.
I thought you'd like them!
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? Where did you hear this? And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
What's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
You spy on Ferelden?
Some do. Mostly, it is nobles spying on other nobles. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite. And in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil.
That's wild.
In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You were a bard, weren't you?
I have revealed too much, it seems. But it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
So that's where you learned to fight like that.
My skills served me well. But the day finally came when I decided to just put them aside. I found myself in Ferelden, and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to see the Maker brought me here.
You are not quite as callow as I thought.
Oh, you gonna be nice
This
enough?
is unexpected.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
So will you tell me now why you were caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
What do you mean by a weak? Are you saying you put yourself in that cage?
I know that my failures were my own. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight.
Okay.
We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened to the other ones?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
Probably dropped it on the battlefield. What did you do?
I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And then?
I killed them. With my bare hands.
Why?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
It's only an object. You get a sword.
Do your people have no souls as we know them? Convenient for you. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Can you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Okay, where did you find them?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same. You called. I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Don't Kunari ever otherwise, or anything you like about Ferelden?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
He might be happier though.
Happiness is fragile. Nothing can be built upon it that will last. Only duty endures. You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on?
Okay, is there anything you like about it?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Cookies?
Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
Keep that in mind.
Shall we move on? Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saharon. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
Why is everyone coming at the fucking country for the damn dogs? Dogs will smell that bad.
Skunks don't mind the smell of other skunks either. Shall we move on?
He just called me a fucking dog.
Speak then. Then I suggest we move on.
He just called
As
me
you
a
wish.
dog. I know he's fucking.
It's cold in my tent, all alone.
Oh, is it? Well, we can't have that.
So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm?
I was still thinking something.
Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk.
Oh God! Avert your eyes!
I see the stories they tell of Grey Warden endurance are not exaggerated.
Can I just add that there are no walls to that tent? So everybody in camp just watched us do that. Everybody just watched that.
Not at all. Legends abound regarding such figures as Garahel, sordid though they may be. The unanswered question, of course, is whether the endurance exists because of the taint within you, or because the Grey Wardens are by nature so very healthy. I enjoy the thought that it is a little of both. Natural prowess, driven by a darker side.
So next time we do that though, let's not have everybody in the camp watch us. What about that? What do you think of that? Was this a one-time thing?
That is entirely up to you. Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that coincides with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not?
Still counts as. And what about love designer in the picture?
Oh, now you ruin the mood by speaking profanities. Silly man. Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare.
I'm sure they already fucking watched. I'm sure they already watched. They don't matter at this point.
I have something for you.
Oh? This is a little vague.
'Tis a ring. Now before you get any foolish notions, let me explain.
Okay.
Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead.
It's a sweet gift, thank you.
It's not given out of sentimentality.
Uh-huh.
I believe you were too important to
Uh-huh.
risk. If you were captured, this ring would allow the rest of us to find you quickly.
Oh, whatever you say. So you're giving it to me purely out of practicality.
I have no desire to see us part company so soon. Not unless we wish to, that is. Do not read more into it than is there. You have supplied me with equipment. Certainly this is not so very different, is it?
It is different. Thank you for the gift. You know what? I'm glad to see you care.
Now you are mocking me. Do you wish the ring or not? I am tempted to simply keep it.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What's the irony yet? The new shit. Out of practicality, yeah. What do you are we at that point? You get all giggly around me? That's fine.
So, full of questions, are you?
Oh yeah, she's at that
We
point.
are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I can just bang her whenever I please?
Perhaps? Shall I consult my capricious nature and divine an answer for you?
Get in the tent, woman.
I am to be indulged. How exciting. Let me think. Very well. It shall be as you wish. Voracious as your appetite may be.
There's gonna be a whole nother sex scene in her tent where everybody in the fucking camp will see. Oh, no. Okay. Good. Did you see that, buddy? Alistair?
Something on your mind?
Okay, you did it. You're not. That's good. That's good.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came, either.
Oh, no.
Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick.
Holy
I wonder
shit.
if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. There's terrible news. Everyone is talking about a battle in the north between Logain's men and Ban Bronik. The Ban was utterly crushed. Someone told me that he was meeting with Logain to talk terms, but I don't believe it. Surely Logain would never attack someone attempting to parley. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Logain's a piece of shit, so you should absolutely believe that.
A freehold not far from here was found deserted the other day. Darkspawn came out of nowhere and made off with everyone. Not a body to be found. Some people say they eat the ones they capture. Maybe that's why they come at all, because they're hungry. Some people say it's worse things they need. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Hopefully I was so wait to watch.
There's news come out of Redcliffe at last. Seems that Arl Eamon has come down with some deadly sickness, probably the blight.
It's not the
and
blight.
may even die.
It's not the
Does.
blight.
It probably means no one else can stand up to Tyrn Logain in the Landsmeet. Rather fortunate turn for Tyrn, no? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
It's not the blight.
Van Serlek has announced he's siding with the throne. That's not surprising considering his lands border Logain's. He probably fears what Logain might do to him if he turns. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. There's news out of the Mage Tower that the Circle of Magi had a close call. Demons got out, but the mages were able to overcome them. Though, not without a lot of damage. I know mages bring such terror upon themselves, but I have to admit I'm glad we'll still have magic to wield against the Darkspawn. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Arl Urian wasn't truly killed at Ostagar. His son, Lord Von, hired Antivan crows to kill his father before he ever reached the battlefield, only to first be killed by a mob of elves himself. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Alright, that's a very wild
I've heard a
rumor.
rumor that the reason Queen Enora has never produced an heir is that she's barren. It's a curse from the Maker for bringing a commoner into the royal line.
Oh, come
Until
on.
someone of royal blood is put on the throne, there will never be an heir. It seems the royal line of Calinod has been broken for good, no? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Tyrn Logain has announced that whatever happened to Ban Bronik will happen to any other nobleman who doesn't live up to the oath he swore to serve the throne. There's a lot of folks angry about it. Some of the Banorn who weren't saying anything are now saying that Logain is trampling on their rights as sovereign lords. Seems like more fighting is inevitable at this point, doesn't it? Sad state of affairs.
God, I can't
That's
wait
what
to
I've
fight
heard on the
Logain
road,
and kick his
anyhow.
ass.
Take it for... Arl Wolf has gone to Denerim to plead his case with Tyrn Logain, I hear. West Hills has been hit hard by the Darkspawn, and Wolf wants the fighting over the throne to stop. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. It's said the North Road Inn serves a shepherd's pie,
containing actual shepherds. Seems the innkeeper has something against the flocks being brought too near his own fields.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Take it for what it is. I heard a strange rumor the other day. King Caleb was not really Merrick's son, you see. Merrick's real son is hidden in the bowels of Denham's palace and has been since he was born. I suppose they feed him cakes all day to keep him content. Maybe he's simple. Or a mage. Merrick's real son, a mage. Can you imagine?
That's what I've heard on the road.
Where do you hear these
Take it for
fucking
what it
rumors, man?
Refugees from the south are already giving word of the land itself being corrupted. The sky is turning black, the trees are dying, and nothing is growing. This is a true blight, after all. Where are the other Grey Wardens? Are they truly staying away? If Ferelden doesn't raise an army to protect itself, surely they will come, no?
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
There's been another clash of forces, this time north of Lothering. Both the Benorn and Loghain are saying that they won this clash, so we're not sure exactly what happened yet. From the sounds of it, I think the forces accidentally crossed each other and began fighting. What a bloody mess.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Take it for what it is. I'm hearing many tales of corpses clawing out of their graves, all over. Not just people either, animals too. Just yesterday, a farmer told me about the kitten his daughter had buried behind his barn. Little thing came back to life and crawled up, mewling as loud as you please. His daughter was delighted, at least until it just about chewed her finger off. Strange days, I tell you.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Poor kitty.
Take it. The crafters of the Pearl Brothel are threatening to close their doors if they aren't finally recognized as a true guild. Ha! Can you imagine? As if the men weren't blue enough.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Take it for what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment.
We had a shit ton of rumors before, man.